Good evening. Today we have some interesting stories to talk about because we have some latest news with regards to Faith Musonda's case. So, if you guys have been part of Z Corner, right, we have been actively following this case because this is a very peculiar and interesting case that is very informative and very educative because in the past few days, right, the past few weeks, I did talk to you guys about money laundering and basically how the PF were able to siphon money from the public and use various individuals, organization, companies just to sort of get to do their dirty laundry. So we are receiving some good information from the ACC, and one thing that I need to talk about is due to the fact that we saw very good behavior as far as Faith Musonda is concerned, because Faith Musonda did comply with the law enforcers, and she was able to just do what she's supposed to do, because if it was other people, they could have gone to other places, they could have run away easily. So mwebale ngufu anje benko nga sound ile mfika felaka, because we always have issues with the sound. So I really hope that my voice is crystal clear and I don't really have like any negative feedback. So big shout out to everybody watching me right now. So let me know your location, because we know we're global. I've got we've got supporters and sympathizers from all over the world. So yeah, Remy, Machena, Kelvin, Vonsen, Demi, Mona, Modifelaka. So before we jump into the nitty gritty details, right? And therefore, Vonsen Mwebale Tamba muste share e video like right now. Because I told you last time that every time I come around, right, whenever you hear this sound, Gawang Fafe is sounding in Shabanyo device, Abacopa, Avisa, and we're going to do a Amafaka pressure. You already know the business, man. You already know what we do. So without further ado, right, while you guys are going to continue sharing this video, because this is the only way you guys can get to support me. So share this video on your timeline and post it in 5 different Facebook groups, because idia shapayara kabapa. Idia shi tuaranda pama startup, pama sagadi, pampia. Then ubuteko na bunyonge mpia kuri Faith Musonda. Today I'm actually using the Copa lingo because you guys already know I'm from the Copa Belt. I'm from Quito to be precise. So twala mingira na lingo ya pa Copa. So I hope you guys are going to be able to comprehend. So basically what happened today is Avena Faith Musonda ko naba banyonge mpia kuri kubuteko. And we saw this coming. We did see this coming, and this is something that was expected, because guys, let's be honest. Mwemi sepera minand banandi, mwemi sepera banandi. There's it's very difficult to kupanga $4 million. In order for you to make $4 million, muntu and if we wa gather to the power infinity, if we de para uka bad, not fair to wavuka fe wafwana hipster nama jombo ati wanapanga $4 million. Who gave a bad? And you need to have like a solid business plan. You need to have like a solid background. You need to have like a powerful connection. You understand? So a while back when I was talking about money laundering and how the PF was actually using like different pawns to do their dirty business, right? A lot of you guys were saying, boys uyu boys alikwata poverty mentality boys uyu alichona sana iteshibati kwali abantu abageba sana. Yes, we understand. There's a lot of people with money, especially in Zambia, but the question is that money legitimately and legally earned? You see, there's a difference between having a lot of money due to the fact that you obtained it illegally or it is as a result of process of crime, and there's a huge difference with you earning that money legitimately. Now, a lot of you might be saying, "Hey, Muna, why are you so vocal about other people's money? Why don't you just mind your own business?" Well, ladies and gentlemen, you see, when we have public resources being looted and being sort of deprived from the poor, then we have a problem, because this is not just for me. It's not just about me coming here online and just talking about a whole lot of corruption this, corruption that, because there is actual effects of corruption, if you know what I mean. So the other day, I really hope that you guys are active on social media, right? Let me just share my screen with you because there's a very heartbreaking testament. There's a very heartbreaking story here that happened a few days ago. So let me just share my screen so that you guys can see. Because so take a look at this. About 21 hours ago, you know, Chilufete Ali was talking about a man. Of course, this picture is actually blurred because we don't want to see, or we don't want to show the face because that's insensitive of us. So this man by the name of Kenneth Samalini, he's a former soldier who was retired in 1994. And this man tragically died, though his death was very, it was very bad. You know, like, I mean, it was so, it was very unfortunate. I don't really have any sort of words for such a situation. This man was about to get his benefit. Okay, he came to a named location, right? And he walked a very long distance just to have his benefits. Pension yavo. Vamdala bali, vomba bali, geba bali, bazile chalo. And then whatever benefits. You know, somebody is actually out there trying to obtain their benefits, and they're doing whatever they can, but because why slave queen? Because impia shira kuma slave queens. So what happened is, you know, this man ended up dying. It was very sad. You know, I'm not really going to go into the details because you guys can actually find this story. So these are the types of stories that are prevalent in Zambia, where a lot of pensioners, a lot of people who are benefiting, or rather who are supposed to get their money after they have done their work, right? A lot of them are neglected by the state. You know, so if we allow corruption to continue, this is what's going to happen. It could happen to me. It could happen to me in the next 20 to 30 years. And I do not want to experience that. I do not want to be in that particular situation where naribombero wuteko and then tabadempera ma benefits. I try to get money. I try to go to Lusaka. I try to like lobby for some money here and there. And by the end of it, oh, nafuafe is sad death. This is happening on multiple scales within Zambia. Not that kuma Somali, not that kuma nani, within Zambia. This is actually happening. So when we have a situation where the state is actually very careless with regards to misappropriation of public funds, right? I don't really have a lot of time here on earth, right? Every day I'm growing up, I'm growing old. So what I'm trying to strive for is make Zambia a better place. So that when that time comes for me to retire and get my benefits, the state is going to do the right thing, and I'm going to be able to get my benefits. I'm a pension yandi and live a happy life thereafter. So I'm going to pay the impiama slave queen. You know, just because, you know, you get carried away and you're looting money from the hardworking Zambians, because this is taxpayers' money that these people were playing with. You know, today if you know what I mean. So this is one of the reasons why we are vocal and why we should make sure that this doesn't happen, because and all the people who say, you know, just forget about it. Your time is coming. It's going to be you waiting for your benefits, and your benefits are not there. Your pension is not there. And you guys are obviously going to experience the wrath, or rather the problems that we are allowing. So this is one of the reasons we have to minimize corruption. Yeah, I know corruption can't really entirely be eliminated, but we can minimize it. Not to so without further ado, right, let me share with you what happened, because, you know, by the end of it all, we need to hear from real journalists, because me, I'm not a real journalist. You know, never fake a guy. By the way, let's listen to this. So let's listen to Spring TV, and let's get to find out exactly what happened with regards to the case of Faith Musonda, because so let me hold on, let me just share my let me just share my screen. Yeah, so Faith Musonda KC, reported by Spring TV. This video is courtesy of Spring TV, so let's listen to this.
The general public is hereby informed that the Joint Investigative Team from the Anti-Corruption Commission, Zambia Police Service, Drug Enforcement Commission, and Financial Intelligence Center has since concluded investigations involving Margaret Chisela Musonda, alias Faith Musonda, in which she was found to be in possession of 65,333,046 kwacha and $57,900 US, which was discovered in a house in New Kasama. The general public is further informed that on Friday, 15th October 2021, the state, using Section 80 of the Anti-Corruption Act No.3 of 2012, entered into an undertaking not to institute criminal proceedings against Ms. Musonda on condition that she fulfills the requirements of Section 80 of the Anti-Corruption Act No.3 of 2012, which she did. Section 80 of the Act allows the state to grant amnesty to accused persons in certain instances on condition that they admit wrongdoing and return what they wrongfully acquired through corrupt practices. The advantage of using Section 80 in cases of asset recovery is that it saves on time by eliminating the prosecution process, which can be lengthy, leading to assets losing value or getting damaged. And it also saves on the cost of investigation and prosecution. So according to Section 80, subsection 3 of the Anti-Corruption Act No.3 of 2012, the Anti-Corruption Commission may tender an undertaking in writing not to institute criminal proceedings against a person who, A, has given a full and true disclosure of all material facts relating to past corrupt conduct and an illegal activity by that person or others. B, has voluntarily paid, deposited, or refunded all property the person acquired through corruption or illegal activity. As required by law, Ms. Musonda has since made a full disclosure of the monies in question and has willingly surrendered the same to the state. She was charged with possession of property reasonably suspected to be proceeds of crime, contrary to Section 71 of the Forfeiture of Proceeds of Crimes Act No. 19 of 2010.
So by youth, this is what usually happens, and this is some sort of testament to all the youths out there, especially the hardworking ones, especially the legitimately running businesses ones. Because a lot of you, a lot of you have got a tendency of being envious and really getting to look down on yourself, saying, but if you take a look at what happened, right? She forfeited all her, the 65 million kwacha plus the other dollars and the house, that was actually allegedly, reportedly, because of some process of crime. So this is one of the reasons why you should know there. You should know how you're playing your game and what you're doing, if you know what I mean. So just legitimately work. But if you have a genuine ngakubomba nendaka ngakubomba na show follow, just do that, So we're not the moto kumbwa because I guess she didn't even know that she was being a pawn. Because the other day, right, I did give you the blueprint of how to money launder. And by the way, when it comes to money laundering, right, there's levels to this type of thing, there's levels to money laundering whereby ngabakambanga wacha money laundering but we've been knowing these things for like a very long period of time, like ever since the tenure of the Patriotic Front. This was common knowledge, especially if you're able to like add one on one to make two. We knew that the markets were being used as financial pawns for the relevant people in the Patriotic Front. We knew that the cadres were making like I don't know, 10 million US dollars per month in each province in Zambia. We knew all these things. So when a lot of you guys were saying, Abantu Zambia, Mbando, all that stuff, my first question was, show me your books. You see, getting to money launder, right? It takes time. You just can't necessarily sort of get to make your money clean. Like in Shingi is going to take you like, I don't know, like a very long period of time to like cleanse that money. And in my past episodes, right, I gave you the blueprint of how to like sort of determine whether a business is genuine or not. Like if we go right now to most of the shopping malls within Lusaka, they are run by slave queens who are just basically pawns. They do not even know that they are being Faith Musonda, if you know what I mean. So what happened here is a clear indication of ukusumina. Umuponda Faith Musonda asumina fiat ishimpiesi. I can't really sort of pinpoint exactly how I obtained it. She said anything, like this house you can take it, this money you can take it because so when you're actually running a business by yourself, when you're running a legitimate business, it's very easy for you to like pinpoint exactly how you obtain the money. Like it's very easy for you to like do your your entries and your exits in terms of balancing up your ledger. You understand? So no matter how much you want to money launder, right? It's going to take you some time, even if Wasishama Emeralds per auction, 15 million. People are going to be able to track where did this mineral come from? Where did these emeralds come from? Which company mined this emerald? So there's always a trail. There's always a paper trail. You understand? So like you really want to make money that fast, right? You need to understand that kulabama situations are so yeah palas to alusation. You spoil your name, you spoil all the assets you thought you had, and then you're back to zero, if you know what I mean. But of course, I'm not here to say Faith Musonda is done for, because she can easily bounce back, but apa so apa na besa la kapunda ka kusta mani londa pa yala kosa apa ba ACC na ba shana na dissolve ACC mwari yung vira mwebe ne bada ba Kuzwayo Mrs. Kuzwayo apa yala ka ba game apa it's all about now being witty and doing things legitimately, cause na kuisa ba HH na kuisa kachema wa ngombe. Not with like Kachema. I mean, if I say Kachema Wangombe, that's like the very good. Damn, what's that word? There's that word that I wanted to use, but ninja. So yeah, it's not about Kachemo. So anyhow, let's also look at the blueprint, right? Because me, I'm not a professional journalist. Now with a guy, now with a kabale and yeah, so we need to look at the authentic news. Oh, by the way, we're also going to talk about this, but we're going to do that a little bit later. So hold on. In the meantime, yeah, no, I'm trying to look for the statement, for the actual statement. So please bear with me. Live. So these things happen. So yeah, let's take a look at that. That's the NAPSA board. I'm trying to look for the Faith Musonda statement because this is something that I'm very passionate about. Let me stop sharing that. Yeah, hold on. Okay, so yeah, Zambia. That's Milingo Lungu. Oh, by the way, Milingo Lungu na yeno kuna ikababe na Milingo Lungu. Tuare mieva. Ukupange mpia legitimately. Kwa shupa muntu wanjoku. Kwa shupa muntu wande. It's not easy, baba. So yeah, hold on. I'm trying to look for that thing. Wait. Oh yeah, I think I found it. think it should be here. Yep. Yeah, this is what I was looking for. So I hope you guys can see this, right? Let me try to unzoom. Is it visible enough for you to see? I think you guys can see if you've got good eyesight, because a lot of us, we've got very bad eyesight. So according to this information, right, this follows a conclusion of investigations conducted by the Joint Investigative Team from the Anti-Corruption Commission, Zambia Police Service, Drug Enforcement Commission, and Financial Intelligence Center. So the state, which is the Zambian government, using Section 80 of the Anti-Corruption Act No.3 of 2012, entered into an undertaking not to institute criminal proceedings against Ms. Musonda on condition that she fulfills the requirement of Section 80 of the Anti-Corruption Act No.3 of 2012, which she did. So Mrs. Musonda has since made a full disclosure of the monies in question and has willingly surrendered the same to the state. Okay, the state has also taken possession of the house valued at 6 million kwacha in New Kasama, in which the money was found. Okay, so Miss Musonda has since made a full disclosure to OCK Investments Limited, a company in which Mrs. Musonda is a majority shareholder. Now, this is a very important part, okay? Because she owns quite a number of different companies, right? And this is the aspect of where Uksamfi Mpia comes in, you know, like if we don't do my businesses, you should have friends. So I really hope that you guys did take the time to watch my other video, because I gave you the blueprint of money laundering. So you can use that information to your advantage, like in a good way, like not information. That was just for education purposes and entertainment purposes alone, you know, because we've got the blueprint. Okay, so even though she's got like different companies, you know, she's got multiple companies, because I was like, you know, going through her documents, her PACRA sort of listed companies. She is a shareholder to like a lot of these companies. But if you really go down into the books of these companies, right, a lot of them are not really having like a very advantageous turnover with regards to producing or replicating the amount of money that was found in her house. You understand? So hopefully, you know, when you are found with money which is allegedly process of crime, it's going to take you a while for you to get to do that. And then if you look at the you know, the size of the money, I mean, $4 million, $6 million is a lot of money for the Zambian perspective. And we understand there's like a lot of rappers, there's a lot of you know, footballers who've got this amount of money. But as a Zambian business starting from scratch, doing business legitimately and legally, in order for you to make $4 million US per year, per annum, let's do the basic mathematics. So let me stop sharing that. So in order for your business to make $4 million US per year, right, as a legal business in Zambia, how much money do you need to make per month? So let's divide 4 million US dollars divide by 12 months. Okay, so in a month you are supposed to be making 333,333,333. God damn. Okay, I mean, in short, you need to be making 333 million per month. Now, tell me, what type of business in Zambia are you going to do as a presenter, as a journalist? I mean, I'm not really looking down on journalists and others, but tell me, what type of business in Zambia are you going to do where you're going to be able to gross 335 million US dollars per month? That's going to be crazy. So if we divide this by 31 days, let's divide 333 million divide by 31 days, which is in a month. So on a daily basis, your business has to be making about 10,752,000. Okay, about 10 million. So on a daily basis, your business has to be making about 10 million kwacha, you know, which is absolutely crazy. Okay, wait. Wait. No, your business has to be making about 11,000 kwacha, $11,000 per day. Okay, so that by the end of 3 days, you've got about 330 million US dollars, approximately that amount of money. So in Zambia, what type of business are you going to be able to do in order for you to be making $11,000 per day? And then after a month, you're able to generate 333 million. And then after 12 months, you're able to like make roughly around $4 million. So it's not really an easy business, you know. And the other thing is, I remember a few months ago, right? There was that time when the Zambian ministers were told to repay back the money that they were owing the state because they were legally paid, you know, and they were told to pay back, I don't know, something like 70,000 kwacha. So 70,000 kwacha is like roughly around $4,000 per month. So I'm a ministers aba mu Zambia bali safiro kulipira ile mpiosho bare fola illegally. A lot of them were bailed out. There was like a good Samaritan who paid that money on their behalf. Bali safiro kulipira about less than $5,000. They were bare dandaula. So that's how colossal that amount of money is. And if you multiply $5,000 by 12 or by 10, you know, that's going to give you like 50,000. So if you look at Ama ministers Vamu Zambia, like Ama ministers of Mtina, Baba and Shama GXC, these guys make less than $100,000 per month. They make roughly around 50,000 to around 75,000. Of course, they've got other allowances like traveling allowances, etc. But mostly they make less than $100,000 per month. So if you do that, right, if you are a minister and you're mostly relying on your net pay, right, you need to work for, I don't know, like a lot of years in order for you to have 4 million. So this is one of the reasons why we were saying, look, just as a regular business, you can't do that. You can't be found with a $4 million in your house, and you can't have this extravagant house, because if you look at the business environment here in Zambia, it's practically it's very hard to do. Of course, there are businesses that can make this, but if you look at the legal perspective, it's you should have like a super duper network, and your business should be very, very well established, if you know what I mean. That's the type of business that you're supposed. You should be running like I am a business as haka in the hitch them run. You know, you should have like a conglomerate. You should have different franchise outlets out there. At least you can be able to like gross that amount of money. Not tapalaba kuishi tapalaba ishona business then one that's now $6 million US dollars, and you were able to like do this and that. That's live woofy, you know. So anyway, moving on to the next topic, right? Let's talk about Milingo's case, because Milingo Lungu's case is also very it's a very interesting one as well, because this is something which is concerning AMA national assets. So let's take a look at this according to the information which is coming through from Zambia Reports. So according to this information, right, KCM liquidator charged with theft of 4.4 million. So so Konkola Copper Mines KCM provisional liquidator Milingo Lungu is expected to take plea on 26th October 2020 on charges of theft and money laundering. So guys, money laundering is popping up. Money laundering is popping up like everywhere. And this is one of the reasons why financial literacy is very important. Financial literacy is very important because you guys are not really going to be able to be used as a pawn. A lot of these people who are being used as fronts, as pawns, they don't even know like what's really happening. They are just basically cover-ups, you know. So that's why you need to be like financially literate so that you wouldn't be able to like fall in these problems in the future, because a lot of you want to make money fast, quick, and all that stuff. You like the lavish life, but you have to understand that there's levels to this shit. You know, there's steps that you need to follow in order for you to like grow your business. I'm not here to say you can't really make that money, you know, because I have an abundance mindset. You know, I know it's possible to make money because I've been running my business since 2015, since I graduated, and I'm still trying to grow my business, you know. But when it comes to like blowing up like that, so anyway, let me share the link because I want to talk to you guys. The other thing that I wanted to talk about is, this is a very important, conversation as well.
What's the meaning of
Does that care? Does that care?
Yeah, hold on. I'm trying to get this. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, so no, yeah, guys, finish still organize it. Fin, hold on, just wait. Hold on for me. Yeah, I'm trying to show you something which is very relevant to what we were talking about. Not this, not that. Yeah, it's actually from Spring TV. Hold on. Munje Dedeko ba Zambia. Yeah, this is what I'm talking about. So still on the colossal sum of about $4 million US. Okay, now let's take a look at this information. So I always keep on talking about load shedding this, ZESCO that, and to be honest, I'm very happy that the NAPSA board has been dissolved and ZESCO board was also dissolved, right? I hope I'm not really mistaken, right? Because I believe the ZESCO whatever board was dissolved or whatever. So at least we are on the path to correct things, you know, because the Patriotic Front was I've got no better terms to use, you know, like just be honest, right? Whenever Patriotic Front, it's common knowledge. Bad. And we know how they were able to like play and where they were getting that money. We know all those things. So take a look at this. Let's take a look at the effects of load shedding, because I've been very passionate about ending load shedding in Zambia. I mean, to be honest, I told you, I've been experiencing load shedding ever since I was like a boy, you know, ever since I was like 9, 8 years old. Mama, early 2000, 2003, load shedding means job. But if you look at the years that have passed, it's been like over 30 years and we still experience too much load shedding. Zambia is endowed with a lot of different rivers. We've got a lot of different resources and we only need less than 5,000 megawatts in order for us to solve our electricity problem. But for some reason, we haven't solved this particular problem. So, so now, let me show you the impact of load shedding. So according to this information, right, manufacturers lost up to 2 million kwacha in October. On October 8th, a few days ago, about 2 weeks ago, roughly, 2 million kwacha was lost due to the power outage that we have. So when we talk about load shedding having effects on society, right, on Zambia's GDP and all that stuff, right, we know why load shedding can actually make or break an economy. So if you look at this amount right over here, this is about 2 million kwacha by AMA manufacturing companies. Zambia, yonse, the whole of Zambia from Shangombo all the way up to Bangweulu, the whole manufacturing fraternity. They lost about 2 million kwacha. This is half of the money of Faith Musonda. Faith Musonda, well, I mean, Faith Musonda is now 65 million. Okay, but if I'm entire manufacturers, Zambia, bonse, value 2 million kwacha. You know, you see how much, well, in comparison to the 65 million yaka Faith Musonda. I'm a manufacturers. I'm a business. I have a legitimate. I'm a giver. I'm a market. They've got access to the Zambian market. They've got like clientele. They are established. Valusa 2 million kwacha. You understand? And this was probably like in one day. So basically, if we get to multiply 2 million kwacha, right? 2 million kwacha by 31 days. So hold on, let me just do some quick math. 2 million kwacha by 31 days. So basically, AMA manufacturers, Zambia make about 62 million kwacha, 62 million kwacha per month. Okay, because on a daily basis, they are able to gross about 2 million kwacha. These are combined manufacturers in Zambia. Olo umomun to Faith, akwete 65 million kwacha. But if you combine the gross, the return on investment, the turnover per month of all the manufacturers in Zambia, right? They are making about 62 million to about, 75 million to about 100 million kwacha. So umuntu umo na kwata impia equivalent to ama manufacturers once aba mu Zambia. Zambia yonse combined. So when I was telling you that the Faith Musonda these are the statistics that I was talking about. And a lot of you who don't even do like basic research, and you don't see the statistics, you don't really know how much money is being generated in Zambia, you are the ones who say Avanabo. Nah, this. So I know what I'm talking about. So ladies and gentlemen, these are the effects of load shedding. If we are not really going to be able to solve load shedding, Zambia is going to be losing such colossal amount of money. This money can be used to increase our GDP, to be able to improve Zambia and all that good stuff. So my question is, Zambia, are you telling me that all of us, 18 million of us, I'm a youth, see you brainy guys, because, a lot of Zambians are educated. Vaunza, va CBU, va Notek, va Murungushi, va Unilas. You guys are very educated. So, to solve a problem, yeah, electricity. So, in case to solve a problem, yeah, electricity, we've got the blueprint of how we can solve this by just doing simple things, just dividing Zambia in two different parts. We can even divide it into 3 parts, because if you look at the geography of Zambia, right? Then that can be used to, supply the electricity in that particular side. Then Pakatiapa, then Nakudakuma Western Province, Southern Province, we can have like 3 different, sources of electricity generation, and we can take advantage of the different geographical attributes that Zambia has. Landscape, so we can use hydro, we can use other sources and all that stuff. So it's a very easy problem to solve. So electricity problem, we can actually solve it. We've got the prowess, but of course, the talk about connection, the talk about intent. So this is one of the reasons we're actually here, putting ourselves out there. So solving electricity problem is a very fixable thing, but ubunangani. So yeah. Anyway, I want to send you the link right now, because I want to hear your opinion. So if you want to be part of this program, tell me what you think about the Faith Musonda's news at this particular moment, because the state has actually confiscated, or rather obtained that amount of money. So I'm going to be sharing the link with you right now. So Felix Kasanga says, my question is, where did Faith Musonda get that money? Answer my question, please. I told you 3 weeks ago. That was money laundering, allegedly, reportedly, because suing avena makebdi Zulu. Avena makebdi Zulu tabako kola. So yeah, that was proceeds of crime. So Felix Kasanga, your answer is that money was allegedly, reportedly, a result of proceeds of crime. Now the question is, where exactly did she get this amount of money, and who gave her this amount of money? So if you find answers to those questions, you guys are going to be able to open Pandora's box and okay. Maria says, a pawn to who? Okay, to the big wigs, to the people with the Akasaga Kandalama. Davido says, Masagali. So, ladies and gentlemen, I'm sharing the link right now. So if you want to be part of this program, please do tune in, be part of it, and let's just make it brief, precise, short, just like that. And then we're going to be able to call this a day. So nimpostaka link in my comment section, okay? Kendolo Niokosa. Christabel says Kendolo Niokosa. Of course, Kendolo Niokosa Munto and but how did she get the money? So Moses Miambo says, how did she get the money? Now, this is $1 million question. No pun intended. Yeah, where did she get the money? But in should have focused on my problems. Hillary says the big fish. Yeah, derogatory. Yeah, this is where the English to pronounce it. Good evening, Muna, watching from Colorado Springs. Jesus, I almost broke my tongue. Good evening, Muna, watching from Colorado Springs, US. I subscribed last week. I have been following since last week. So yeah, big shout out to you, Mary Lee Sindoe. Como America, como ka wede. But diaspora, as in we should add value to Zambia. So yeah, you can be in the US, you can be in Europe, wherever the UK. But remember, guys, kumushi kumumiesu ni ku Zambia. So once if we tuka ku Zambia, who's going to be able to develop Zambia? So we need to collaborate. Ama Zambians mu Zambia, ama Zambians mu diaspora. Ngamwa kuma US uko kugeba kofe. You get the money, you obtain the money, boom, kula afwa sana if my companies in Zambia and grow the economy, because by the end of it all, Zambia is our land and we need to get back there, because if we don't make it better, who's going to do it? Whenever I'm a Chinese, say vakapanga Zambia better. So as much as we are in different locations all over the world, just remember that kudia kwakupangira kofe starter, mi starter source. Fuse the money back in Zambia. If you're not comfortable with investing in Zambia due to the fact that people are very unscrupulous, you can always use other legitimate companies to run your stuff. So make sure you always put back money in Zambia. All right. So is anybody going to be able to join me tonight? So I am waiting for you. So let me know if you are going to be able to join me tonight. What else? Ida Kakoma Kanyombo says, life with a press me hard is so hard, I tell you. I'm here for the comments. Kylie video, there is no. Okay. Satanists, they can make that profit. Alfred says, I'm a Satanist, can make that profit. But they could be a part. If you try doing that. You won't be able to do that. They actually make money from you. Like people who say, if you do this, that, ukalapange mpia ngawastisha umuzompiki ukalapange mpia fiabu vivyo muntu wanje. Kwa afyo kugeva. Ngawale legitimately, you'll be able to make that amount of money. So don't do AMA shortcuts, because a lot of you are prone to doing AMA shortcuts. Okay. So don't do that. Yeah.
Come on, tell neighbor unkale olimba. Come on, tell neighbor you are here at owner's risk. Ne owner's risk kuno. Twakulala ndatumwa omyaka wa tomu zompiki. Bonsa ndatumu zompiki. Bonsa mweba umemwamba dipano. Ushkwe tomu zompiki emyo kuboko tupepa.
Yeah, so Winnie Edme is watching from New York. So I told you guys we're global. So I want to say big shout out to everybody watching me right now, all over Zambia, all over the world. You guys have been absolutely amazing. So the link is in the comment section below. If you want to be part of this exciting topic, be part of it. And remember what I told you. Faith Musonda, I know you're probably going to be watching this. Hello, hi. My name is Mona, and personally, I do not have anything against you, because you basically didn't know what was going on. Because if you knew, you would have obviously sort of avoided this particular situation. So, as far as I'm concerned, you are pretty much a victim of being too ambitious, and these things happen. We understand, we condone with you, and I've got nothing personal against you. There's nothing personal here, and I don't really have any personal vendetta against you, with you. I was just using your situation to make it a teachable moment. So I would love to have a conversation with you, because I know you need to correct your image. You need to erase all the negative publicity you have been receiving, because to be honest, you were just a basic pawn. You were just a friend, and you were a smurf. You didn't know the role that you were playing, mostly, because if you knew, I don't know anybody who would accept to be a friend for somebody who's laundering money. So yeah, you can reach out. We can have you here on Z Corner. You can explain to the people. We've actually got no personal vendetta against you, and the people of Zambia would want you, to come correct and just, clean your image. Clean your image. There's no bad publicity. You've already done the right thing. You've surrendered the money and the house to the state, which is a very, very noble thing to do. Ladies and gentlemen, a round of applause to Faith Musonda right now. Faith Musonda, you did the right thing. You didn't run away. You stood your ground, and you gave the money back to the people of Zambia, because that money belongs to the people of Zambia, because that money was actually proceeds of crime. So big shout out to Faith Musonda, man. I'm so proud of Faith Musonda right now. She actually did the right thing, which is absolutely, amazing. So
hayi mnomshalo abere soy chalo bishire yakuyisa moya abantu hayi mnomzambia nisitwala kanashani mnomzambia hayi
Abena Sakwimba Laka Sakwimba, welcome to the program. What's up?
Yes, Mr. Muna. Good.
Hi. Hey, Shimi Katumfo, boss.
Now, if we are doing Laka here in Copper Belt.
Like,
We just want to see
if
doing a
I'm not
great job.
mistaken.
Yeah, if to na Copper big man.
Nizi. Shimi Katumfo. So say chalo chide
Big
kumfo.
man, Mr. Muna. I just want to say you're doing a great job.
Na totela.
Yeah. Back to stop date, mule to stop date. It's a great thing, man. Chembe chende trovo kulanda fe.
Boss, njipsheko ka question. Mule se saule nkoko bakamba. Ningu fo mule chewing nkoko. Mule ipa
Oh,
nkoko.
Ala Copper Belt.
We can book a break up panko ko apala, and then first then mwala konkanya po big man.
Oh yeah. Before Muna Monday, okay. I'm really, really happy for what Madam Faith Musonda, what she has done. It's a great thing.
For sure.
Because it's not easy. It's not everyone who can probably do that. Yeah. So shout out to Madam Faith. Thank you.
Church, and then before that big man, now mwachirun for the story na chita post ya kwa bati umufiashi ayong pokama starta kumanusa kama benefits but kudibe, then he just ends up dying. You saw that?
I can't get you, Mr. Muna.
Yeah, I was saying, did you hear my previous the story that I tried to cover as far as the man who went to Lusaka to get his benefits, but he wasn't able to do that, and then he ended up dying. Did you see that?
No.
Okay.
No,
okay,
I didn't see that. Unfortunately,
right,
okay. I didn't see that.
All right. Okay. Cool. No problem. So, Basa Kuimba, Kurina tumbe tumene fo kuranda po pamula basa, tunshi, pamalamya.
Okay, like I think this current government, I think we just have to let them work. Let them do their job. We don't want us as people to interfere in whatever the government would decide. We don't have to interfere. Let just them work. We don't have to like maybe let's say like even those people who have retired, let them get their terminal benefits. We don't want anything to happen.
Chachin. No, it's definitely the right approach. All right, Basa Kwimba, tuatotera sana pako for you being a very consistent supporter. So Chilufia Voalia, big shout out to you, Chilufia Voalia, as well. You've been a consistent supporter of ours. So Chilufia Voalia is saying the money that they got from Faith was just a tip of the iceberg, and ACC should not even be dancing the victory dance. Exactly. This is what we've been talking about. And ladies and gentlemen, please do not get me wrong. The reason why I am doing this, the reason why I am very passionate about this is because I know in the next 20 to 30 years, by me getting the pension and the benefits. The only people who are agitated by the efforts that we are putting in, these are the people who are actually benefiting from running illegitimate businesses, if you know what I mean. So ofochaba nawe mdala ukakota nawe musizani when I'm chaha, everybody's going to get old. When you get old, you want the state to take care of you. You want to have proper health facilities, you know. So if we always allow mediocrity to continue, this is just going to be engraved in our culture, which it has been engraved in our culture for the past, I don't know, ever since Avena Chiruba, you know, ever since 1991. You just don't really see the impact of not really having proper health care, because you haven't been in a situation where you need the state to provide you with the much needed health, whatever resources that you need in order for you to sustain your life. You know, it's just that's why you are unbothered. That's why you feel Avanavo. What are you doing on the internet talking about that? You see, it's because guys like me are not able to talk about these things. That's why we had Innocent Kalimanshi. It's because guys like me weren't able to do this. It's because Abantu Kwatiba TV Bakwetu weren't vocal. That's why the past 7 years were absolutely, you know, nonsense, if you can put it that way. We had like the worst government in history because guys like us weren't able to like say, look, this is not what the people of Zambia want to do. You saw ZMBC get taken over. ZMBC was just giving us bullshit type of news. No, anyway, now we should at the story of wherever. So, hello.
You know, I know it's possible to make.
Hi.
I've been running my business since 2015, since I graduated, and I'm still trying to grow my business. You know, but when it
can you just close the tab that you're watching because we can hear the feedback. Numa.
Hey, hi, how are you? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear. Can you just close the tab that you're watching me? Because we're going to have the feedback.
I've closed all of them. Are you still having a feedback?
No, I'm not. So where are you watching us from and where are you calling us from?
I'm watching you from South Africa.
South Africa.
Yes. I hope you can hear me with the mask on because I've got people around, so I need to. Yeah.
No, you're loud and clear. Where are you from, by the way, in Zambia?
I'm from there. Did you check one? Tiricheck one. Tingeneka bonza chivemba chinyanja chilozi chobunta bunta anything tingeneka.
Okay, you twile proceed. What did you have?
Okay, a quick one. I hope I'm loud. I'm clear with the mask on. But anyway, what I would say is hello.
Yeah,
yeah. What I would say is it's about the Faith. Is it Faith Musonda? For me, I have a problem with whatever investigations are going on. First, who is investigating Faith? I know there's UPND in government, and I know they don't want to be part of the investigation and everything and all that. But the question is, who is investigating Faith Musonda when the very same people were there with when whatever crime was being committed? Okay, so it can be they can remove the top people from the ACC, from the DAIC, from whichever, but there are people who are working in those offices. They knew what was going on. So who is part of the investigation that is investigating Faith Musonda? Mina, I feel like the investigations that are going on in Zambia must be investigated by a special independent board, which the president, I don't know, there's the president that can, I don't know, there's the president that can select that board, but not by the ACC, not by the DAIC, not by the police which are there. You can't have the investigation being investigated by the people who were there when crime was being committed. So we need a different commission. The president should come up with a different commission that the commission should investigate the ACC, the commission must investigate the DAIC, the commission must investigate the ZRA, the Bank of Zambia, the council, all the ministries in Zambia must be investigated by this independent commission. Because now we don't know who's investigating Faith Musonda. Very soon you hear, no, there were no leads. There is no proper whatever. You know, it's not going anywhere. Then after, they will investigate this for 5 years. 5 years, people are staying without water. 5 years, there are people who've got no money for their education. 5 years, there are people who've got no fertilizer. In 5 years, there are people are suffering in that. But this case is going to take 2, 3, 4, 5 years. It will even go into another term of whoever will win that term. So we want to know who's investigating these things.
Definitely.
DEC has to be investigated. Anti-Corruption Commission has to be investigated. The ZRA, how did Faith Musonda acquire whatever she has now if it did not pass through ZRA? How did she acquire whatever money she has? She can say, no, maybe she's got business in mines, in what? Has she got a document that shows that she has a business that can generate such amount of money? We want to see it, okay? Right. Even her family must be investigated. It's not only her. Her family, whoever is in line with, if you are a friend to Faith Musonda, we want you to be investigated. Whoever, your friend, your family, the people you hang around with, even if Muma Makota Benaimoa, we want you to be investigated. That's how we should do this thing. Yes.
Definitely. And just like you said, right, this has opened up Pandora's box. Yes, quite all right. Yes. Faith Musonda did forfeit, and she did accept to have the money and the house forfeited to the state. But that still doesn't solve how she obtained the money and what other players were involved.
Exactly.
So now that we have established that Faith Musonda is out of this particular situation because she's agreed and she's, let go of the money and the house, we need to further dig deeper and get to the root cause of the origin of the funds so that we can see who else had, strings attached.
And at the end of the day, when these investigations are being done, I don't know whether they are being confiscated or she's handling them over. We don't want a situation of forgiveness. Yes, forgiveness, yes, but forgiveness after you have paid the price. Even some of us, we are sinning, we are doing what, but there's a price we're going to pay one day. So all these sins of the PF, they need to pay the price, okay?
Right.
Because being forgiven only won't take the person who failed to go to school 5 years ago. Being forgiven only won't put the food on the plate for somebody who had not been eaten for 5 years ago. They had plundered a lot of money. So these things, the investigations have to be so transparent. We want transparency in these things. There are so many dead cases in Zambia that have happened. We don't know how the cases started and how they died. They just vanished like that.
Exactly. Awe twatotera sana Mrs. Is it Mrs. or Miss Newman?
Miss, and please let's follow up this thing. It mustn't die a natural death. We need to follow it.
Of course,
we need investigative journalists in Zambia, which we do not have for now. We need them.
Exactly. Now that the environment is very prime, even for us to have conversations, because, we could have been doing this the past 5 years, but the environment wasn't really conducive for us. And personally, I'm one of the victims of, being victimized due to the fact that I was against certain things and I was, threatened personally by the office of the president. I was personally, my family was threatened as well because the environment wasn't the environment wasn't prime, but now they've created an environment where we can gather and talk about things that genuinely affect Zambia. So at least I really see a bright future for the progressiveness of Zambia. So we're going to do what we can do to make sure that the state does the right thing.
Yeah, that's the only way forward.
Thank
you.
Tizakamba kona muchinyanja.
Zikomo.
All right, have a great day, Mu Cape Town.
Sure, thank you for having me on your program.
All right, thanks for the support. Okay, Mr. Boniface Munyandi, welcome to the program. Bonse babutuka. Bashafi akapondo muna keka. All right. So anyway, since there's nobody who wants to join us at this particular moment, and you guys have released all the things that you were harboring, Kumutima. At least you got some therapy. So let me just check out some more comments. Chilufia what it says, I'm upset and disgusted by ACC on the outcome of Faith Musonda case. Milingo will also walk the walk and they will come up with another stupid conclusion. So, so personally, I'm going to be looking out for this. I'm going to be like following up the Milingo case as well, because I remember when KCM was liquidated last year, I was one of the vocal people. You know, we just do your Googles, my man. Pazet kona pava imin tapen do a slews of evidence. We have this information. So yeah, Chilufia Bwadia, I do agree with you. Milingo Lungu has got a lot of answers, to give us. And then there was also another important point that you gave us, Chilufia Bwalia. If only I can find the statement that the comment that you posted about Milingo earlier. I think I saw it. Yeah, you said the next person to also walk is Milingo Lungu. Yes, so Milingo Lungu, definitely we're going to be keeping an eye on him as well, because this is a fraternity of all connected people. And when you talk about money laundering, right? This is organized crime. So just like I told you in my previous episode that you should watch, so just go watch my previous episode of money laundering, because you guys are going to like learn a whole lot of different things. So when it comes to money laundering, right, it is $1 billion industry, and it is organized crime. That is organized crime. Petty crime impupu ishine impupu bantu bakwata amasuti amajaketi barinema Range Rover impupu shit. So when you talk about money laundering, right, this is organized crime, and it's a multi-billion-dollar type of industry. So we need to get to the root cause of this, so at least we can try to minimize corruption, and we can just try to do the right thing, because this money belongs to the people of Zambia. You, the hardworking people, you're paying exorbitant tax fees. You're paying I'm a boho tax, you're paying this and that tax. You, the hardworking people of Zambia, yeah, your money is being siphoned from your pockets. Money give every day, 365 days. But they pay much lake wing, because lake wing anyway, let me not just jump into that, otherwise Mr. Gilliton Mambo says this is just the beginning. There is more money hidden in the houses of the big dogs. Of course. I mean, we heard I've been a bulldozer, better than that 2 million 2 million US dollars, 2 million kwacha. Is that what you're talking about? Because we saw the report. Manufacturers in Zambia collectively make about 2 million kwacha. And if you have a situation where a minister who gets less than $4,000 per month is saying, I give my kids 2 million kwacha for shopping. How? Because your salary is less than $4,000 per month, and you make less than $100K per year. So how are you able to like do that? So these are the things that we need to follow up. So Francis says it can only be acceptable if she also directs GRZ to the bigger thieves. Of course. During her statements, I'm sure the police already know this. And then big shout out to the police is it spokesperson, Mr. Ray Hamonga? Yeah, that man, he's doing a very great job. So we just hope that Zambians, you guys are not going to, let things bypass you. Because what happened last time was the Zambians were like sleeping. Because a lot of Zambians were just like, like whenever you see a bad thing happening, right? You're just like, okay, let's look the other way. Let's wait for 12th August 2021. And then so from the beginning, it's always very important to always fuck pressure. And to be honest, I'm doing this for free when I have my leisure time. Then plus, I pay my dues to Zambia because I'm a patriotic citizen, and I want Zambia to do very well, because I know by the end of it, I want to have proper health care. I want to receive a pension, and because I'm gonna look at it where standing I do not want to do that, so God forbid that, Mr. Gilton Mambo says, all right, we already read that. HK95 says Faith's acquittal is an unfortunate indictment on the state of affairs in Zambia. There has always been two sets of law for the haves and the have-nots. She merely got a slap on the wrist. Yeah, but yeah, I agree with that. But at least still would take on our assets, But of course, there's obviously going to be more follow-ups and all that stuff. So Pandora's box has been opened, and there's obviously going to be more people implicated, and this serves as a reminder to would-be slay queens. So I'm a slay queen zingaula pakwida big man uko. Just know that your flower is just being used for nothing. You get. So yeah, be very careful. Not to miss somebody shakara money laundering of a bomba. So so Francis says admit wrongdoing. So what wrongdoing did she admit to? She admitted to having in possession of proceeds of crime. That's what she admitted. She said, I can't really account for it because I'm a business as Yandi, this and that amount of money. So she admitted to having she was in possession of proceeds of crime. You understand? Money allegedly belonging to proceeds of crime, reportedly, allegedly, according to the information being relayed to us by the, SECC. So take a look at the ACC statements, and then you're going to be able to do that thing. So Chilufia Vuela says, HK95, you are right. The woman only got a slap on the wrist. Yes, slap on the wrist. And by the way, America, money laundering and tax evasion is a big crime. Tax evasion. Do you remember that man, Wesley Snipes? Wesley Snipes was actually nabbed by the America. He was evading tax, and he was able to do time more than a year. So if you look at the money that Faith Musonda was in possession of, right? She didn't pay tax. That's a huge crime. Ida tax, ida tare di pira parish rempe. Once for foranga wa onko bombaka, bara di Amazon tax. So Faith Musonda had all that money, she didn't pay tax. So you can also get her on that. So okay, quite all right. This money that she got, but you can still slap her with more and more crimes, and this is where the citizens can even come in. Private, citizens can actually follow up this case, can sue the state. Mwema Zambians, you need to understand the power that you have. You need to understand the jurisdictions that are there in order for things to move in the right place. So if it were in America, a citizen can actually sue Zambian state saying, why Mom why are you giving Faith Musonda a slap on the wrist? So to all the lawyers out there, I know there's a lot of student lawyers out there. There's lawyers who are looking for work. You can sue the state. You can sue that, and you can continue this court case and see that there's actually justice being done. So as Zambians, we need to actually take matters in our own hands. So you can continue. You can, get public sympathy. You can come on Z Corner. You can go wherever. We can pump up the publicity and all that stuff. So that's what we need to do. So Zambian citizens, you need to realize the role that you can play and how powerful you are, and how numbers can actually get to sway certain things in our favor. So if you're not really happy by the outcome, we can always proceed and pursue this case and take it to the next level. So it's not really fine. We can still continue this as citizens as well. So anyway, without further ado, hold on, I need to change my camera because so boom, you guys are seeing me from my other camera. What's up? This is my second camera. My first camera ended up dying on me. So yeah, let me just read a couple of your comments, then I'll be out of here. Debbie Perry says, this corruption business will not end just yet. She must lead the police to where it came from. Personally, I think we need people like Scotland Yard to show our police service how to get the job done. I agree. So basically, about Debbie Perry, obviously, when you come to UK, I'm sure about Scotland Yard. So basically, yeah, this is what Chilufya Wale was also talking about. So we need and Miss Newma was also talking about some other investigative wings to like privately scoop in and just zoom in on these cases. So Chilufya Wale says, no medicines in hospital, a hard-working Zambian getting peanuts while others just use shortcuts and get away with it. So for that, Vambi, they use the power of the flour. Vapakwira fishing and umukamba apena vamurasa if my businesses vamurasa if my bags of kwacha. That's how the cookie crumbles. But you know, at least we're talking about these things, and you guys already know how the cookie crumbles. So Violet Zulu says, but where did she get the money? We need to know, Kylie. Of course, we need to know where the money is coming from. This is one of the reasons why we're saying, look, this is opening Pandora's box. Is going to be like way much more people who are going to be connected. So, I'm not even going to talk about that. Hadassah Chimbala says, for sure it's an insult for the poor family that lost a dad who was pursuing his hard-earned dues. She should have been able to point who funded her. This is what I'm talking about. This is one of the reasons why we are passionate about doing these things, because in a few years in Kakota, I will want my benefits, and I don't want my benefits to be squandered by a slave queen. God forbid. So this is why we need to talk about these things and put an end to this evil. You understand? That's why we're here. We're not here just to you know, to keep up appearances. Now, pension, and you don't want your money to be in a slave queen's house. You understand? So Susan Malumbe says more follow-ups must be done. Even those who sentenced, more follow-ups must be done. Even those sentenced in prison admitted before they were sentenced. I think the focus was to let her admit to recover the money, then let her open other charges. I do agree. All right, Bandi. You guys have been awesome. You guys have been good.
I've not bloody lost, so don't waste my time. I have not lost. How do I accept it when I've not lost?
We've not lost this battle. We're going to continue as vigilant Zambians. And this is one of the reasons why Z Corner. Support your boy, support me, share my videos. The best way that you can support me is by sharing my content and making sure that we disseminate this information, because they will continue to read amasuku. So the new Dawn government and all the people working in the new Dawn government, they should know that ukuso kuriba Z Corner family, kuriyama Z Corner supporters, kuriyama Z Corner followers. So that's why you need to rally behind our page, support us, just like you guys have been doing, because you guys have been doing very well. So please share this video right now. I know there's a lot of you watching me right now, so kindly share this video so that we can keep the momentum and make sure that the relevant authorities hear us, so that we can set the threshold of professionalism, because you know, we're spending a lot of time and effort into making such content. So Chilufya says, Muna, you are right. As Zambians, we need to take ownership of our country, and these people are supposed to be accountable for sure. Liz Hensley says it's not over until all slave queens are questioned. I mean, look, I'm a slave queen, Zuko. Kurusaka kola stike fintu. Balusaka. So, how to say, further says, but you have not spoken on NAPSA. Oh, yeah, let's talk about NAPSA. Oh, Avena Hadassah Chimbala, you've been following us. So, yeah, let me share the information. So, thank you for reminding me. Let's talk about NAPSA. So, because kuma NAPSA kwe kushtika sana uvupupuku. So, hold on, let me share NAPSA. NAPSA should be here. Yeah, so takwa betu suma kubantu foyaba. So anyway, let's look at the NAPSA board, which was dissolved, because uku bosses eko abastarta koko bare angasha starta ko papa kwati imamwe mna kwati mure bomba andimpi obuteko bude misungira but starta bare pera masday queen. So I'm really happy that this board has been dissolved. So according to this information that was made publicly available, right, 21st October 2021, press release by Minister of Labor and Social Security Honorable Brenda Muika Tambatamba MP on the dissolution of the National Pension Scheme Authority NAPSA Board of Trustees. I wish to inform the press and the nation at large that I have this day, 21st October 2021, terminated the appointment of the board chairperson, vice chairperson, and trustees of the board of the National Pension Scheme Authority with immediate effect. This is in exercise of the authority vested in me, pursuant to Section 3 of the National Pension Scheme Act number 40 of 1996, the Act, and the paragraph 1, 1, and 2 of the first schedule annexed thereto as read with Section 26 of the Interpretation and General Provisions Act, Chapter 2 of the Laws of Zambia. I wish to thank the outgoing board for the services rendered to NAPSA during the period they served on the board and wish them God's blessing in their future endeavors. Okay, so basically what happened here is vanapsoku na bashta dissolve the board because kurisane mpupu okobare ibira sane mpia, and this is where you know, a lot of money was actually siphoned from hardworking Zambians, and you know, they ended up diverting the cash to other sources as well. So the dissolution of NAPSA board and a lot of different boards, you know, like the Road Development Agency. So at least one of the first steps that we need to take is, you know, getting rid of the masterminds. You know, I'm not really alleging that the people who were sort of part of the board were like quote unquote masterminds, but I'm just saying, like, in general, in order for you to like cure a cancer, right, you need to like cut off the, you know, the affected area. So I'm so happy that we're having this sort of changes, these subtle but powerful changes, because you know, like they know how to like manipulate and do certain things. So having a dissolution of a board, of certain strategic boards, is very, very crucial to see changes, you know. And if you noticed, the reason why the previous whatever director general of ACC, I hope I'm getting the position right, the Mrs. Kuzwayo lady, you know, ever since she got chased out of you know, her contract was terminated from the Anti-Corruption Commission, right, we're seeing progress, we're seeing things actually moving, you know. So sometimes if you want to make progress, you need to make sure that these people who are connected to the impupu, they need to like get away and go, so that we can be able to like do fresh investigations and just get good results. That's what we need. So I'm so proud and so happy that we are able to like do this like in a very short period of time, because if you look at the new Dawn rule, it has been barely 3 months, you know, but we are able to like do gigantic leaps. And of course, we've got like a lot of things that we need to like sort out, and that's obviously going to happen, but we need to set a blueprint of what we need to expect of our ministers. And if you look at the way President Hakainde Hichilema operates, right, when he was electing the ministers, right, he had like a workshop with them. He told them, look, if you need to like pass any instructions, you need to have it written. There needs to be like a formal way of you know, passing out orders and instructions. Don't just verbally instruct people to do stuff. So we need to set a threshold and a criteria of operating, if you know what I mean, as a country, so that we can have sanity, you know. So yeah, that's what we are going to be. That's what we need. So Miriam wants to says we need to know where Faith Musonda got the millions she played with. I told you, she was a slay queen. Oh, she was dining with the big dogs. Oh, she was floating in the ocean and swimming with the pigeons. Yari vipana bakamba. Muna kwati umuntu ni presenter vikansho umuntu alikaba kansho umuntu ekere na 4 million. Yari vipana. Vasa kuimba laka.
Big man vamona twabwela.
Imamuli waponde mashimi keni tumfwe before that tonaya.
Amona in a like Okay, now I was following you via YouTube. Because direct on Facebook we had the challenge with network, so I was following you via YouTube. So like talking about probably I will just go direct to Mr. Bulldozer, Mr. Sambo.
Yeah.
For the big man, I think thoroughly like here in Copper Belt, we really saw everything what was going on. So we really saw like totally everything, how they were behaving, how they used to give out money, dishing out money to people and all that stuff. So if the state can go in and investigate, like the previous madam who said uh they just have to like investigate everything, they just have to like investigate, because these guys, they still have money. Whether we like it or we don't like it, they still have more money. That's why we are having challenges in our country, let's say in terms of money. There are some individuals that are having more money in their houses hidden in there. So they just have to work on that. If you're Bamuna.
And then speaking about the bulldozer, there's actually a very important case where a person, lost their life, his life. So besides the bulldozer, besides the money, there's also an actual pending case, So we'll just see how it's going to go.
He just have to respond. Let the state. That's why, if you remember, Mr. Mona, I shared to you to say, let the state work on that, because these guys, they were not just working on their own. They were working like in a group, in bunches. That's why I was shocked today seeing Mr. Davis Muila saying that let the UPND now tell us the owners of 48 houses. But all this time they were not saying anything. But how come today he's saying that together with Mr. Given Luvinda? For me, I'm very disappointed. I'm very disappointed.
Yeah, true.
That's it, Mr. Mono. Yeah. Anyway, Mozambique, they've to learn that okay, leadership. One thing, Mr. Mona, I think for me as at now, I think leadership, it doesn't go with studying, like having a degree or diploma. It's a character of a human being.
True.
Yeah. So we shouldn't say that a leader can only just have maybe a degree or diploma. No, that's why we are being like, they are stealing on poor people, vulnerable people who are just moving. If you remember, Mr. Mona, a long time ago, in Zambia, we never had people who used to beg in Zambia. But as at now, many people are languishing in towns, begging for money, even seeing to my small children begging for money. People are really in poverty.
I'm quiet.
Yeah. So they just have to like investigate.
I need to hit the sack. Everybody who's been watching me, you guys have been far too kind. You guys are super awesome. Chilufia Voila says, in order to kill a snake, you need to cut off its head. I totally agree with you. So I've been your host, Muna, aka the unofficial Litunga. And we're just going to continue doing the things that we do, talk about these things, be a voice for the youths, because in Misepeda Shinandi, we are looking for opportunities. We are looking for ways to propel our businesses to the next level. We need Zambia to be a meritocratic state. We need to promote the people who genuinely need to be promoted. We need people who are qualified to be able to go to the next level. Not just because Mona is connected, Mona knows this and that person. Mona deserves to be given a position because he qualifies, because he's got the caliber and the prowess to actually deliver results. Not if it's no was like queen wapakwila flower kumusamba shiumoso aumfapa we no sekenera akola sa start. No, we do not want that. We want people who are qualified, people who are able to deliver, people who deserve to have certain roles. Those are the people that need to get the positions, get the businesses or whatever. Not to people who are connected. Let's not allow that. Let's practice merit. People need to be given positions. They need to be awarded contracts based on how they are able to deliver, and that's what we need to promote. We need Dumuntu who owns the University of Zambia. When we have a graduate from the University of Zambia, right, if he qualifies regardless of his ethnic tribe, he needs to be awarded. What was happening in the previous generation, or in the previous tenure of the PF, right? Like I am, I'm a Lozi. I'm actually a victim of some sort of tribal discrimination, because they would just say Mnalula. He's probably siding on this. So I didn't get so many opportunities because of my tribe. I'm a victim of actually tribalism, if you know what I mean. People from southern province, the Tongas, were heavily discriminated against, so we need to get rid of all these tribalisms and all that stuff, and we need to put people in positions of power or whatever roles because they deserve it, because they qualify. Not just because Umuntu is connected, she sleeps with this and that person, or he knows this and that man. No, we need people who are actually qualified, so that when people graduate, they have an equal opportunity to, showcase their prowess. Not at my universities, not quite bengi, but takodi insto, takodi nan, because I'm a slave queen, now quite tempia munganda. So all that money, it could have been used to start a company, employees, I'm a youths who are graduating, and then improving the nation. Roy Chambale says Vazedar Eva Ku America Niva IRS. Yes, Roy Chombela, thank you very much. Yeah, I was talking about IRS. So thank you. IRS, I think Vadisa Mukonkomu Sambashi Wesley Snipes. Wesley Snipes, Sariba Popila ni celebrity yari panga movies ayengi, but started pira taxi bamuposa muchifungo. What most they queen na bamusangana $6 million, That's what we're talking about. So Martin Litia Akfuna says we have two tribes of thieves in tribes of thieves in Zambia. Okay, now that's profiling. No, Akfuna profile abantu. But anyway, Dancia says we have football coaches at a very expensive price from outside the country just so that we can enjoy the win of football. So if we don't have qualified crime investigators, let's have from outside. It will cost us, but it will help put criminals behind bars. So yeah, that could work as well. Anyway, I'll understand now. So thank you very much. Lukabonana kamuso. That's how we say it in our tribe. Tukamona na mairo. Nangu, whenever there's going to be like some popping news, something that I'm passionate about, because this is just a hobby of mine. Of course, we do make kango I don't know YouTube, but most of this is like a hobby of mine. I invest like my own money. I'm funding this project by myself. So yeah, so when I have time, that's when I can be able to do this. So lukabonana kamuso and mulova hande mulale bueno mugone chabe mushe and all that good stuff. So you guys have been awesome. It's been Mona, aka the unofficial Tunga. Share this video right now. You guys have been awesome. Have a great day. Be blessed and take care.